Okay, so if you're an artist, especially one who sells prints, you pour your heart into your work. But let's be real, in today's world, how do you actually protect it from being copied? We're going to break down a really cool tool called RivetChain. It's all about giving you and your collectors some serious peace of mind.
And really, that's the big question, isn't it? I mean, with screenshots and amazing scanners, anyone can make a copy. But here's the thing, a copy just isn't the real deal. For the people who love and buy your art, authenticity is everything. So the challenge is, how do you give them that rock-solid, undeniable proof that what they're holding came straight from your studio?
All right, first up, let's really dig into the stakes here. Let's talk about the forgery problem, because, this goes way deeper than just a fake picture. It really all comes down to trust.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. That connection you build with your collectors, it's all built on a promise, right? They trust you to give them something special, something genuine. A forgery just shatters that. It doesn't just devalue your art, it can totally wreck the reputation you've spent years building.
Okay, so the problem is pretty clear. Now for the good part. How do we fix it? Well, this is where the solution comes in. We're talking about a modern, digital certificate of authenticity that's actually attached to the physical piece of art.
So what is RivetChain? Think of it as liability protection as a service. That sounds a bit formal, but what it really means is it's a super simple way to create a verifiable digital certificate, like a digital birth certificate, for every single print you create. And the best part? Anyone can check it, anytime, anywhere.
And look, I know what you might be thinking. Blockchain sounds complicated, right? But here's the thing. You don't need to understand any of it. You don't have to be a tech genius. RivetChain handles all that complex stuff in the background, so you can just focus on what you do best, creating amazing art. So what happens when your collector actually scans that little QR code? Bam! They get instant peace of mind. Right there on their phone, they can see that the print is authentic, that it came from you. They can see its unique edition number, like, number 3 out of 10. They can even see if it's been claimed by its rightful owner and check its entire tamper-proof history. That kind of transparency, it builds a ton of confidence.
Okay, so we've covered what it does. Now let's get practical. How does this actually fit into your day-to-day workflow? Is it a huge hassle?
Spoiler alert, it's not a hassle at all. The workflow is actually super simple. First, you just register your art series on RivetChain. Step 2, you generate unique QR codes for every print in that series. Step 3, you stick that QR code label onto the physical print. And that's it on your end. When your subscriber gets it, they just scan the code, claim their authentic piece. Easy. Oh, and here's a quick but really important pro tip on staying organized. How you name your print series actually matters a lot. Using clear descriptive names like Winter Landscape, January 2026, or 2026 monthly subscriber prints makes it super easy for you and your collectors to know exactly what's what. It's one of those small details that just adds a huge layer of professionalism.
All right, now for the really cool part. Let's dive into the 3 layers of protection that make this system so powerful and so good at stopping forgers in their tracks.
Okay, layer 1. This is the first line of defense, and it handles the most common kind of forgery. So a forger just copies your image. Simple, right? But wait, their copy doesn't have that physical QR code on the back. So there's zero way for them to prove it's authentic. It's an instant fail. Verification is impossible.
But what if the forger gets a little smarter? What if they copy the painting and the QR code? Well, that's where layer 2 kicks in. As soon as someone scans that copied QR code, the system is going to shout, "Hey, wait a minute." The page will clearly show the print is already claimed by the real owner. The fake is exposed right then and there. You can't reclaim an authentic piece, so the gig is up. And finally, the third and maybe most important layer, your verified artist alias. Let's say a really dedicated forger tries to create their own QR codes on a fake account. Well, when a collector scans it, that code is going to link to their phony profile, like @faker, not to your unique, verified alias, like @your-artist's-name. It's going to be obvious immediately that the source is a fake.
So, we've seen all the ways you're protected. But what's this whole thing actually like for the most important person in this equation? Your collector. Let's put ourselves in their shoes for a minute.
Okay, picture this. The package arrives. Your collector is excited. They unwrap their new piece of art. They flip it over, and on the back, they see this really professional-looking label. It's got a QR code and your verified artist name. Right away, that just feels different. It feels official. It feels valuable.
So they pull out their phone, point the camera at the code, and boom,
Instantly, their screen lights up with this big green check mark. It says, verified and owned. How cool is that? It's such a simple, satisfying moment. It's that final confirmation that their trust in you was 100% right. It's basically the modern signature of authenticity.
And this really brings us to the bigger picture here. We're not just talking about protecting a single print for a monthly subscription. This is about creating a permanent, verifiable record for everything you create. It's about securing your entire artistic legacy.
And you know what? Getting started is so straightforward. This checklist basically lays out the whole path for you. You create your account, you grab that super important artist alias, fill out your public profile, and then you're all set to create your first authenticated art series. Honestly, you can be up and running, shipping out your very first protected prints in practically no time.
So when you boil it all down, it comes back to this one powerful idea: protecting your creative work with blockchain-backed authenticity. In a world where anything can be copied with a click, proving your art is real isn't just a nice little feature. It's the foundation of your business as an artist. It's everything. So the only real question left to ask is your legacy protected?